For the first 4 months, I was actually paying for the tenant to stay in the house. Hey there YouTube, Korbie and Nitiforo, Innovative Real Estate, with video number 4 of a 5-part series, Real Estate Simplified, where I talk about some mistakes I've made in my real estate career that I don't want you to make. In videos number 1 and 2, I talk about some mistakes that cost me a lot of money. In video number 3, the mistake I made didn't cost me so much money, but it cost me something infinitely more valuable than money, which was my time. And if you haven't seen those videos, go back and watch them. In this video, I'm gonna talk about a mistake that was costing me money every single month. I charged too little for rent. Now, what do I mean by that exactly? I mean, the mortgage payment was $1,700 a month, and the rent for the house was $1,750 a month. Of the $1,750 a month for rent, the property manager was taking $175 of that. And with taxes and insurance subtracted from that, another $100 a month. If you do the math, you can see that I was underwater to the tune of $225 a month. Now for this particular property, I did end up raising the rent to $2,000 a month, while simultaneously refinancing the property and getting the note down to about $1,400 a month. So it was a happy ending, let's say. But for the first 4 months, I was actually paying for the tenant to stay in the house. How can you avoid making that same mistake? Well, I'm gonna give you a few formulas that I currently use when it comes to determining the rent. The first formula is the 1% rule. And what that rule states is that your rent should be at least 1% of the purchase price of the property. So if you bought a property for $150,000, your rent should be somewhere around $1,500 a month or higher. The second rule is the square footage rule. And that rule states that the rent should be right around the same amount of the square footage. So if you have a 2,000 square foot house, the rent should be around $2,000 a month. If you have a 1,500 square foot house, $1,500 a month for rent. And the third rule, and this one is likely your most accurate tool, is you're gonna take your mortgage payment and you're gonna divide it into the rent, and you should come up with a number of at least 1.2. So there you have it, folks. Make sure you don't charge too little for rent. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this. And stay tuned for part 5 of our series, Real Estate Simplified.